A famine spread throughout all the land of Judah, because there was so little rain the people could not raise enough food to eat. When the word came there was food in the country of Moab, Elimelech moved there with his wife and 2 sons. They decided to stay in Moab until the famine was over. The family was glad to have enough food to eat, but life was very different in a heathen land. Here, many people had never heard about the true God. They worshipped an idol called Chemosh. Because they worshipped Chemosh with fire, he was sometimes called a fire god. His image was made of brass, and sacrifices were burnt in his outstretched brass arms. Even though Elimelech and Naomi were surrounded by heathens, they worshipped the one true God. They taught their sons to worship him too. When Elimelech died, how much Naomi and her 2 sons missed him. Now, Mahlon and Chilion cared for their mother. Later, Mahlon and Chilion married and had homes of their own. Their wives, Ruth and Orpah, were Moabite girls. Instead of teaching her young husband to serve Chemosh, the fire god, Ruth learned to serve the true God. Things went well with Naomi, her sons, and their wives for about 10 years. Then both Mahlon and Chilion died. How sad and lonely Naomi felt. She was not able to care for herself. When she learned that Bethlehem was no longer suffering from famine, she decided to return to her own people. Both Ruth and Orpah loved Naomi. They wanted to go with her. Naomi agreed that they could go part of the way. After the 3 had walked some distance, Naomi told her daughter-in-law, "Go back, each of you, to your mother's house, and may the Lord be as good to you as you have been to me and my 2 sons. May the Lord help each of you to find a good husband." Then she kissed them. Through their tears they said, "We want to go with you." Naomi answered, "Go back, my daughters. I do not have more sons for you to marry, and I am too old to get a husband to care for us. Go back." Once Naomi had been a stranger in Moab. She knew how it felt to live in a strange land. She thought the girls would be happier among their own people. Then Orpah kissed her mother-in-law goodbye and started back to Moab, but Ruth did not want to return. Naomi told Ruth, "See, your sister-in-law has gone back to her people and her gods. You do the same." "Do not make me leave," Ruth begged. "I want to go wherever you go. I want to live wherever you live. Your people shall be my people, and your God my God." Now Naomi realized how much Ruth wanted to go with her. Naomi did not say any more about returning to Moab. Instead, the 2 walked on and on, over the hills and through the valley. At last they came to Bethlehem, where Naomi had lived with her husband and 2 boys.